Hi guys and welcome to my watch along for Arsenal's game against Leicester in the Carabao Cup fourth round. Which will be kicking off in about less than 15 minutes. Players have just gone in after their warm up. And speaking of players, I'll start giving out the teams now. Hope you're all doing well. And what Good evening, Marcus. Marcus.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How
I
you
can't
doing?
hear you.
Can you hear me? Is that working? Well, it's saying it's working. Yeah, I'll just quickly go through the teams. Bert Leno in goal, Maitland Niles, and just like a back. Just like Maitland Niles and Saka as the wing backs. Holding Louise Kolasinac, El Neni, Willock in the middle, and then Pepe on the right, on the left or right, Nelson on the other wing, and Nketiah through the middle. Can you hear me now, Marcus?
Yeah, it's much better. I just left and came back in.
Yeah, so just going through the teams with Arsenal picking a sort of strong team, to be honest. We've also got the new signing on the bench, Renarsson, Bellerin, Saliba, Ceballos, Xhaka, Willian, and Lacazette on the bench. Just quick go through Leicester's team. Ward, Morgan, Gray, Madison, Albrighton, Iheanacho, Amate, Chowdhury, Fuchs, Dewsbury Hall, and Thomas. Then on the bench, they've got Justin, Tielemans, Barnes, Perez, Pyatt, Knight, and Jakupovic. So I think strong teams from both sides. It'll be interesting to see. It's not going to be an easy game. I said it will be very tight. Leicester started off the season well, so have Arsenal. So yeah, I believe it would be a tight game. But yeah, let us know in the comments below what you predict the score is going to be. Yeah, so I'm going for a 2-1 to Arsenal. I did say Arsenal will score first. Yeah, just what? How do you think the game's going to go, Marcus?
Who's it against?
Leicester.
Vardy might get a few though. I think Vardy will get a few goals.
Vardy's not playing.
Oh.
He's
Okay,
not.
I think Liverpool. I think Arsenal will win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised by Arsenal's lineup because it's changed, but not too weak. Like it's not. I mean, Aubameyang's not even on the bench, for example, but they've still got like players like Pepe's playing, David Luiz, Holding, Leno. So, but yeah, Leicester's team they've got Fuchs, Amate, Iheanacho, Madison, Morgan, Gray, and Albrighton. So you could say Leicester pretty much got a sort of have gone sort of stronger this game, but both sides will be on confidence, I believe. Since
Both. Oh,
what do you think?
well, I was going to say, it's the Carabao Cup, so I'm surprised they've got that strong a team.
Yeah, I mean, part of me thinks they want to try and keep the winning momentum going because we've both won our opening 2 games of the season, and both Arsenal and Leicester. I think Arsenal on the weekend weren't great, but Leicester have certainly been impressive and started the season well compared to how they ended it. So, but yeah, obviously the main talking point in world of football was about the new COVID restrictions and the fact fans can't go back until it's reviewed in October the 1st. What do you think towards that?
Just got to see how other sports do it, haven't we? Because football, I have to say, isn't the most sanitary sport, is it?
Yeah,
I know. I know that this weekend for the F1 in Russia, they're gonna have a very small amount of fans. Obviously, that's Russia,
yeah,
but other sports will probably get back to having spectators soon, hopefully.
yeah. I mean, it's difficult which way you call it, to be honest. Um, I get it to a sense. I mean, the cases have gone up another 6,000 today, so right, it's there's no point taking the risk. Um, and you want to quell the storm before it develops. Comment. Hi, Usman. Hi, Usman. Stephen, how can I watch the match? If you go to Carabao, if you type into Google Carabao Cup live, you can go onto the Carabao Cup live website, and there'll be the list of games that are playing tonight, and you can pay. You have to pay register on to the website and pay £10 to watch the game. So that's and that way you can stream the game through your laptop, your TV, and that. So that's how I'm managing to watch the game tonight. So, but yeah, players coming out now. Did I mean the Spurs had their game cancelled, didn't they, Marcus?
Yeah, I believe we also have a Europa League game tomorrow.
Europa League game tomorrow.
So we had a game cancelled yesterday. I can't remember who it was against.
Leyton Orient.
Yeah, maybe. I think it was actually. But then also we have a Europa League game. So I'm kind of happy that we didn't play because if we did, we might be a bit tired for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, I think that's probably worked to your advantage. The fact that obviously you don't want to hear that Leyton Orient have got players that have got COVID. It's the last thing you want to hear, but in a sort of ironic way, it sort of helped you guys a lot in terms of European football.
I've just read that you can watch the Everton game on Sky.
Yeah, there's a couple of games that have been on Sky, and the rest are via the website.
But not the Arsenal game.
Yeah, the Arsenal games through the Carabao Cup website, which for what £10, it's not bad, to be honest. I mean, you pay 30 quid. If it was an Arsenal fan going to the game, I'd have to pay 30 quid and then pay travel to get there. So,
It's the best thing you can do right now.
yeah, I think the best thing. I mean, obviously, with the restrictions and cases developing, I mean, I've got to be more careful now as well. I mean, I was like going to, because I play snooker a lot, right? So I find it takes my mind off things. And the last few weeks we've been doing that, but we have to sort of thinking, is that actually, is that safe? Because if I catch it, I'm done for. So, good evening, Patrick. I fancy Gunners 3-1. I I think it'd be tighter than that. I think it'd be a draw towards the end of the game, and someone will get a winner. So 2-1. I'm going for. What are you going for, Marcus?
I think maybe the same, if not 2-0.
Yeah,
More 2-0, I think.
I do feel Leicester will score. To be honest, right.
Don't
Despite
check
them
their
not
side.
having Vardy there, they're still a good side. So, but again, it depends on who wants it more. To be honest,
I mean,
I mean,
Leicester aren't,
go on.
Leicester aren't going to win the league like they did a few years ago. But, I mean, they're going to
Do you
get
know what? That
top.
was the worst thing for
Yeah.
Arsenal because it gave Kroenke the idea that they could win it on the Leicester model. He actually said because he's actually turned around and said because Leicester won it on their model, he thinks Arsenal can do it on the same thing, right, and try and win it that way. And obviously we can't.
I think it was the manager. I can't remember his name.
Ranieri,
Manager. Yeah, he won it for Leicester 100%.
yeah, I, you got. I mean, to be honest, right, I'm not taking anything away from Leicester, like because they did absolutely brilliant that season and they deserved it because they went the distance, right? But that was Arsenal's to lose. We were there and we let it slip within the space of 2 or 3 games.
I mean, we were Spurs were so close to winning, yet Arsenal still finished above us because we lost our last 2 games.
Yeah, I'm
It's like
sorry, I
Southampton and
can't help but
Stoke.
laugh at that one.
Southampton and Stoke, I think we played, and it was awful.
Yeah, what was worse during that season is that when I was at college, my tutor of mine, he was a Spurs fan.
Oh, I had a teacher that was a Spurs fan because I was in year 6 and I had a teacher that was a Spurs fan.
Yeah, and I think when we lost in 2015 to Spurs, he came like and literally stood behind me as I was sitting down, right, and he said, "There's been a hurricane in North London," right, and I'm just like, "Oh, shut up, shut up." But it's yeah, I mean, that's the great thing. It's just banter.
I think it was a great season because no one expected it.
Yeah, I think this is sort of the season that sort of the Premier League needed.
Yeah,
Nelson, oh my God, Nelson nearly put that in the top corner. That was a beautiful shot. It's just bounced off the bar. I think the keeper got a hand to it, but it was Nelson winning the ball down the left hand side, took it on, and nearly got himself a goal.
I think I
But
also
it's
had a like I went to an after school club that year, and there was a guy there, like I don't know what you call the people who work at them, but they were a Leicester fan, and they were just so happy every single day, and they were like, Leicester are gonna win the league, and it was just a great season, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's like when F1, someone out of the ordinary, like Gasly won, for example, right?
I mean, it doesn't happen as much now. This stuff.
Well, yeah, but it's someone different. It's someone out of the ordinary. Um, and what's great about it is that it's not like saying Man City won in 2012 because they've invested so much money. Um, Obviously, the Leicester owners are rich, but they didn't spend millions that season to propel their team
No.
from nearly getting, because they were nearly relegated that season. It wasn't to the last day that they were confirmed that to be safe.
Yeah.
So you got to thank actually Nigel Pearson as well for
And
keeping
it
them
wasn't
up.
even in their control, I don't think. It was because of other
Oh,
games.
yeah. So you got to thank Nigel Pearson for that as well, and keeping the team up there. Uh, how far do you think Man United are from winning the league, boys? I think hundreds of millions. I think at the minute, Man United's transfer window this summer has been a mess. Right?
I
It's
think
just like a never-ending saga.
I
What do
think
you think?
I think once they play Spurs, we'll get an understanding of where they are on the table. So that's the week after next. So not this weekend, the week
Oh,
after that.
oh,
Then
sorry. It was a beautiful ball, and it was nearly put. It was put through for Iheanacho, I believe, and Leno had to make the save. But Leicester's still coming forward here, and he's come through. It was put through to Gray, but it was offside anyway. So you carry on.
once they play Spurs the week after next, get a better understanding. That'll be good, interesting. And I think they are not as hundreds of millions because I think once Van de Beek settles in, he'll be good. And I also think you don't have to spend a lot of money, and obviously it would help you. But if you just have a few good players, be that Pogba, Van de Beek. I don't rate Pogba really, but if he's in a good side, I think he might perform a bit better. And I think just with a good few players, get the ball up to Martial every now and again, and you might actually have a title contending side.
Yeah, I do think they need another centre back to go with Maguire and offload some of the deadwood they've got in that area because they've got so many centre backs. They do need to find a replacement for Shaw because in case because they struggled big time when Shaw got injured. Um, then Sancho deal is that the problem is they've been so focused about the Sancho deal they've forgotten about like what else they need of on the park. And now they've got 13. I mean, what will judge it for me is when the window closes, because then we know what they've got in their squad. Once we know what we've got in the squad, then you can sort of make a sort of prediction about how good that squad is and where it's going to end up.
But then 2 months later, we've got the second transfer window.
Yeah. And it depends how much football's in that time as well.
If
It's,
there is football, I think they said if they stop the league, like they stop it because it's getting to coronavirus,
yeah, and that's
they
the
will
other.
stop it as it is. I think is
Yeah,
what they've said.
yeah. I mean that's
We
the
might
other
get a
risk.
weird table, but I think a lot of the big six teams are playing each other quite early on, so hopefully it's better.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the start of the season, you're going to get a weird table in the first couple of months until everything settles down.
That's
You
what we
get
thought about Leicester.
what's that?
That's what we thought about when Leicester won the league.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it usually happens with any sort of season. It gets to about 10 games, and then you do see sort of table sort of forming in the way you expect it to. Um, so I mean, but I think with Man United, if they don't sort out their transfer business in this window, I could probably see them struggling with top four. To be honest, because I mean, the game against Crystal Palace proved it to a T. Um,
They've lost both their games.
yeah, that proves it, but quite easily that they need investments in not just Jadon Sancho, but in other areas of the pitch. And what's worse is that their rivals are improving and spending money. I mean, you've got now Regulion, you've now got Bale, um, Højbjerg, and you can see though, despite Mourinho's tactics, you can quite easily destroy Southampton quite easily.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. When we did not yesterday, but a week ago, everyone said that Spurs would lose that game on the whatever show you do on the Wednesdays normally, and
mm,
everyone said that Spurs would either draw or lose.
yeah, that's why I never usually predict a game because I'm usually crap at it. um, but yeah, I mean, it's you are going to have like, I mean, everyone's going to predict what they sort of feel. I felt at the time that um, Southampton did have something in them, but they were playing such a suicidal tactic. I mean, if you're going to play a high line with Son and Kane, then you're going to get murdered. So, but what do you think is going to happen with Dele Alli now? Bale's at Tottenham.
They would have done a deal where it's like, if you give us Dele Alli in like the near future, something or other.
But yes, anyway, 10 minutes in, um, still 0-0. They're still on the ball, coming out of their own half. Yeah, any questions you got in terms of football, my health, or anything like that, please feel free to ask. And actually, talking about um, my health, talking about my health and the stuff the charity is doing. If you could, if anyone hasn't already, could you please follow this link and keep donating to Children's Liver Disease Foundations? We're up to £631 out of 1,000. Want to hit 1,000 by the 3rd of October, which will be my birthday. So yeah, please like this content, share it, and please anything you can spare. I know obviously times are tough at the minute, but any money you can give to the charity will be money well spent and in for such a great cause. And this is what this channel's about: is help raising awareness for this chat. So yeah, please donate. Hi, hi, lifestyle vlogs. How are you? But yeah, the game's gone a bit. There've been a few opportunities, and now they're sort of cancelling each other out in a minute in the midfield. So it's a bit quiet at the minute. I mean, after the last first 10 minutes, we'll wait and see. Arsenal on the ball in the centre half, holding. Plus, this weekend is Grand Prix weekend. I don't think Arsenal are playing, and I don't think I could watch it anyway. So I'll be doing a qualifying live stream. I'll also be doing a race long live stream as well. So yeah, keep your eye out for that on Saturday lunchtime. And yeah, I'll be doing watch-alongs for the qualifying and for the race as well. Hopefully, it's just as exciting as the last Grand Prix in Mugello. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, Arsenal's still on the ball, and it's gone. The game's gone very flat. There's not much to sort of offer at the minute. El Neni to holding. Yeah, keep like I say, keep your questions coming in. If you have a question about anything, um, football related, F1 related, um, or about my health or liver disease or anything, just ask. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. Leave them in the comment in the chat. And Arsenal, Saka's won it here. It's a bit tight. It's gone to Pepe, and last minute challenge stops him from shooting it into the corner. And it's now, I think it's a corner to Arsenal. So Saka tried to get in the box, and then clever ball to Pepe on the right, but unfortunately didn't get the shot away, and the defender managed to cover. Corner, ball in, headed out, comes straight back to an Arsenal player, and Kolasinac tries to shoot it, and that explains why he shouldn't be a footballer. Well, at least he didn't do a back pass that was dead and puts us in trouble. So holding. It's it's a bit sort of wings. Arsenal are playing a little bit narrow in a minute, but get on other channels, Stephen, and promote your channel. It's great what you're doing with this channel. Thank you. It means a lot. Yeah, I try to get on other channels when I can. Um, uh, some days they're doing live streams and I'm absolutely knackered and I can't join in. But yeah, I try and promote it wherever we can. And plus, like anyone that's watching, please share this content, share this with anyone. Like we also want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Like because if we can get to that, we can monetize it and start sending money to the charity as well. So it becomes like a proper like charity channel that you can donate to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. So yeah, please. And lovely ball, Saka. And if an Arsenal player, Ketia, I think if he got a touch, it would have been a goal. Straight across the face of goal. I think it was Willock in the end. Great ball to Saka out onto the left and just sells the right back. And what ball just needed Willock to get on the end of that. But yeah, I'll try, whenever I can, I'll try and get on other channels and promote my channel. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you guys can help by sharing the content and the channel's links and like help push to make more subscribers and get more subscribers because it's all for a good cause, right? Um, and like I said before, you have any questions or queries, right? Don't be scared to ask me about anything about my health or anything about liver or anything. I don't mind at all. Right. So ball out to Willock, and Willock wins a corner. Oh no! Unfortunately, he didn't win the corner. It was a goal kick. The game's very slow at the minute. It's not been. There's been flashes of pace, but generally the game played at quite a slow pace at the minute. It's annoying because you can't report on anything. Holding with a football, and he got there. Ward, goalkeeper Ward gets there first. Those don't see a goal coming here very well at the minute, to be honest. Both teams more than a match for each other at the minute. Been flashes of there's been moments of good quality, but with no end product. So it's just a foul to Arsenal, I think. Oh no, it's a foul to Leicester. Willock fouling on Madison. Yeah, let's also know your thoughts about if you have any worries about the new COVID restrictions, about the fact the fans can't go back to the football stadiums, on October the 1st. Yeah, let us know. Right. if you have any fears or queries, because I know it might be difficult thinking that this could be for 6 months, but I used to stay in hospital for 9 months at one point, so I know what it's like to be isolated for a long period of time. So yeah, if you got any fears or queries, let us know. And do you think that if things get worse, football could be suspended again? What you think might happen if it does? Yeah, let us know if. Thank you, Adrian. That means a lot. Things that means a lot. Yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot. Respect to yourself as well. I just main reason I do this is to. There's been so many people that have given so much to for me to be able to talk to you guys here, like for me to be alive here today. Right, so doing this is just giving something back. I think the pubs should close, mate, because drinking isn't as important as people's lives. Yeah, I think you've got a valid point there. Uh, can see where the government don't want to shut them because of the economy and what it will mean and that. But obviously, lives are more important. So, Marcus, you're back. What happened?
My dad wanted to do the fantasy football, so
Okay.
sorry. Well, I do it with my
You haven't
dad,
missed
and
much, to be honest.
all right.
I think there's been a couple of good crosses by Arsenal, and not much else other than that.
I think even though they're not playing the best sides, this will be an important game because Leicester and
Yeah,
Arsenal
oh,
have both
Saka's
won.
through. That's got to be a pen.
Oh,
That's that's got to be a pen.
VAR.
Saka was about to look and smack that one. Ball in, and he's trying to hit it, and he's got literally the defender all over his backside. Mm. After a very judgmental one. I think that's was sort of one where Leicester will be saying it ain't, and we'll be saying it is. But when I first saw it, I thought it was a pen.
You're
Are you
normally right with these things.
pardon?
You're normally right with these type of things.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the replay again, I could see it's probably might be. Some people might say I could see probably why people will say it's a bit harsh. But in the same token, Saka was through and was about to shoot, and he couldn't shoot. He had a defender all over the back of him.
My dad did what? Well, only in like really like Sunday league football, but he refereed on like Sundays, so he knows a bit about like what's a foul and what's not. Obviously, the game is constantly changing rule wise, but he always is like that's a penalty, and he's always right. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he can. He's a City fan as well, so it'll be non-biased, and he can tell me what he thinks.
So, what would you think about the new handball rule?
He doesn't like it. I've spoken to him. He thinks that it can be an accident, and a lot of the time the referee it's his opinion about if it's handball or not. Obviously, sometimes they get it wrong, but he thinks that
Arsenal on the break here. Nelson, it's it. It's a save by Ward. Right. Phillips still on the ball on the far right. Pepe, Nelson, keep the ball on the floor. Leicester have just forced us back. But Arsenal countered pretty well from that corner.
is there any commentary in the game? Like, what you're watching? Because I thought, it's Carabao Cup, or the £10 thing, so I wasn't sure there'd be commentary.
So it's just been headed up for an Arsenal corner. Yeah, I think they've bought, they've got live commentary on this.
Okay.
But Arsenal have 3 players up there for that counter attack. Unfortunately,
they need to make those chances just count. I think.
Yeah, I think the shot might need to be a lot better if he was going to beat Ward from that distance, from that angle.
He's a decent goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's not the best, but he's decent.
Still another Arsenal corner on this right hand side. Ball's in. It's come out. And it's wide by Nelson. Again. Perfect opportunity in the box. Oh, he should be hitting the target. I'm sorry. He should be hitting the target. That's crap. Right, that's a few chances he's missed now.
I'm just going to go to the toilet. It'll be like a minute, okay?
Yeah. So Leicester now pressing. Right. Gray. Ball in. And a hit. And it was just a wide shot by Shrewsbury Hall in the end. So, 30 minutes gone, 0-0. Few chances in this game. Both teams not playing at their best. But what can you do? What can you do?
I think this is an important game because even though they're not playing their best teams, they're both at the top of the league. Well, currently, I know it's only 2 games in, but they're both won their first 2 games.
Yeah, I think sort of confidence-wise, you'd want to win. I'm not going to be completely upset if we don't, because as much as it's as we go on about it's only the League Cup, and it's just it's not like the FA Cup or anything, but as much as we go on about that, it's I know Arsenal's aims are to try and get in the top 4. That's what we need to
Good aim.
on minimally. So
I still think they're going to win, but okay.
I see it as that we've got a lot of stuff to sort out before mounting a challenge. I mean, players like Kolasinac, yes, he's playing tonight, but he shouldn't be playing in an Arsenal shirt. I'm sorry.
Oh, that last game was awful.
Yeah, and it just still highlights some of the weaknesses we've got, and that unfortunately that's going to take still more time. And but for this season, we should be aiming for the top four. Well, David Luiz has just taken one to the head there. Oh, Leno tried to go out and reach it. David Luiz jack him up with the defender, and Leno glides into him, knocks him out completely. Miscommunication there by the keeper. Just seeing this again, and I'm just saying that Leno should be, if he's going to come and get it, should be calling, shouting to Louise like that he's coming to get it.
I think he's a great goalkeeper. I think Leonard's really good. So I'm surprised he's not doing stuff like that.
He's a bit quiet for a goalkeeper. The great goalkeepers like Seaman and that. If their defense is playing shit, he'd tell them.
Yeah.
Right? And he'd tell them what to do.
I don't know much about Arsenal, so I don't know. He doesn't
As much
shout.
as because I used to be a goalkeeper when I was a kid, and I was always taught that defense, right, you command because that's your defense,
I
right? So
think
if they're
it's
not doing their job, then you need to come down on them.
it's like in cricket. I think that the bowler, the person who bowls, directs where the field is. So a goalkeeper should be saying, "That's where I want my defense."
Mm. Stephen, Arsenal v Liverpool will be a big, yeah, it'll be a big game. It'll be a big test for Arsenal. Um, Obviously, going to the homes of the champions. Um, it's going to be a real test to see if we can uh, I'll probably not say win, if not say win the game, but put a performance that you can't be ashamed by.
What's your prediction?
I'd say 2-1 Liverpool. Realistically,
I haven't put any Liverpool or Arsenal players in my fantasy football team because I don't want them to not get points because one team does really well and the other way for the other team. Normally I have a few of both, but I haven't put any in because they're playing each other, and I think it's gonna be an absolute goal fest. So maybe like 3-4 or 4-3 to Liverpool or Liverpool, yeah, or Arsenal, but I think Liverpool will take it.
I think
Anfield.
if we're looking off the last two times we played them, it'd be sort of the same thing. But I think Liverpool, with the quality they have, especially now they've got Thiago as well, mean will struggle because Thiago is going to make a massive difference to their side. Right, whether it's his first game or not. Oh, how's Madison? How has Madison not scored? I don't know. Great hit right over the keeper. The keeper had no chance and saved by the post. Question for you, Marcus. Why do Arsenal and Spurs hate each other? I like both teams.
I don't actually hate that Arsenal that much, but I know people who do. I think it's purely just because. Well, I think one of the reasons. No offense as an Arsenal fan, but Arsenal itself wasn't actually from North London originally. It was from Arsenal was called Arsenal because it was called like Greenwich Arsenal, which is where
Well,
there
it's
was like guns and stuff, which is in South London if you don't know, I think, or it's at least
no,
not in North London.
I used to live in Welling, which was right next to Woolwich.
So where is it? Like what Greenwich? Where
Woolwich
is
Arsenal.
Greenwich?
Been past the building that it first started as.
Where is
Welling.
Greenwich though?
No, it's Woolwich is in southeast London.
Oh, Woolwich. Sorry. Oh, southeast
And
London.
and I've been past the arms factory where the workers that founded the club, right, originally as Dial Square, used to work.
Well, football teams used to be from like factories and stuff.
I mean, we had to move there because where we were going bankrupt because there was no like facilities to get there or anything like that.
I
So,
get I get that. I do get
like,
that, but I think
we
it just
chose
adds
North
to the
London
rivalry.
compared to other sites in South London. North London had a tube station where it was Highbury,
Yeah.
so that was going to solve our problem. That was our main problem. We had no way to get there. So
Yeah.
the only way to do that is get people near a train station. So that's why we moved to Highbury. Now, originally Spurs protested and they didn't want this, right? But after the legal authorities told them to get lost, they're doing it anyway, right?
I mean,
It's actually
who?
Spurs that helped finance the move.
Well, actually, I think, to be honest, when we built our new stadium, some of the stuff we did to build it was a bit dodgy as well. There was one guy who was like, "I'm not moving," um, and then he mysteriously had a fire a few weeks later, and then he was just like, "Fine, have it," but there was a fire, and the only person who was like, "I'm not moving." So there's always going to be disputes and arguments when you're moving a stadium, aren't you? Or
Oh
moving
yeah,
into
I mean,
anything.
when I first heard, I was only like what 6 or 7 when they planned and went ahead with the fact that we couldn't expand Highbury because of the locals, right? Though most of those locals had not been there since 1913, right? We couldn't expand the stadium, so we had to move because unfortunately we couldn't afford as a big club to be where we were because it was
It's a
too
great
small.
stadium.
We had to move from Highbury.
It's a great stadium, though.
What
Highbury.
Highbury?
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
Trust
it's
me.
not as good as the Emirates,
If
but
you give me if you give it me the chance, I would knock down in the Emirates, go back to Highbury and expand it.
if it was possible, but maybe like
Because I was
like
heartbroken when they said we had to move.
um yeah, but I mean, I know I don't know how far away it is to the old ground to the new ground, but I
It's
mean,
literally a walk down the street.
okay, it's not that bad then. But
It's literally like a walk down the street. To be honest, I mean, 5 minute walk.
all right, but you've got fans purely just because you moved to Highbury or just in North London in general. Um, so I think overall I mean, moving. Obviously, you had to because you couldn't afford it. But I think moving to North London has just made you like best move of the century, especially somewhere near a train station.
Well, yeah, I mean, the guy who planned it all had that sort of vision. So,
And it's worked. But I think that's
but
going
then
back to
there's
that
obviously a
question.
lot more that comes after that to make it a real success.
Yeah, getting back to the question. I think reason being is because they did move from Southeast London to North London, but also just because I think also, well, it's a bit weird, but I think also because we played in blue and they played in red. Just two opposite colours almost. You got rivalries like City and United like that. I think just a few things added up. There's probably like when they were very small teams, there were one fan said to the other, "I'm much better than you," or whatever, and it just built up. I mean, rivalries happen, and the fact that
I
Spurs and
think
Arsenal are quite
Arsenal
close.
having so much success as well really didn't help.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we haven't had success since like what the 60s.
The
It's like
60, 61.
yeah, 62 or 61. Yeah, because Jimmy Greaves won the title with us. Well, not the Premier League, but it was like League
Yeah,
One or whatever.
the top
Um,
division.
and that was around the time where a lot of our players actually played for England and won the World Cup. So we haven't really had success from them. But 60s, yeah, we're a great team in the 60s.
Yeah,
And then Arsenal had that fantastic 2004, 2005 Invincibles, and
yeah,
all the other success, just being a good club in the years leading up to that, and just Spurs not having much success at all, and we're used to having success at that point, and then we don't. And that's going to be a bit annoying that the people taking that away from us it just so happens to be the people we've not really liked that much who are near to us.
Mm.
You know.
Another question. What other good North London clubs are there? That's a good question. Uh, North London clubs.
North London clubs. I'm just going to put it up.
Yeah, what other North London? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That is apart
Um,
from Arsenal Tottenham, I can't think of much else.
uh, I think. Right, you got. No, that's London. Okay. Um, Fulham, North London. I think they are, aren't they? Crystal
uh,
Palace.
they're on the right on the
No, they're South
10th.
London.
You've got
Oh, Charlton. No. It's just saying London clubs. Right, I've got a map up. You've got I think West Ham is north, isn't it?
they're south.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
they're
it?
south. No,
Oh, they're north. It says
they
on
are
the
not.
map. Oh, Queens Park Rangers. A lot of them are actually on the Thames. Like
Yeah, they're like on the right on the
Chelsea on
Watford.
just about like Leighton Orient are north, by the way. Leighton
Watford.
Orient as well. Um, let's look at a different map.
Watford.
Oh, good shout. Yeah, Watford. They're up there. Ooh,
Barnet FC is North London.
but yeah, Barnet. Actually, I live in Barnet actually, so I know that they're not a very good team.
Where you what? Where are you watching the game? I'm watching it at home. Um, I might watch it at home in Suffolk via the Carabao Cup website. Marcus, I would love to see Arsenal and Spurs in a title race like 2015-16.
Oh, I'd love that too. I'd absolutely love that.
No, I can't stand the fucking heartache.
I mean, I love the rivalry between Arsenal and Tottenham, and I think it's died away in the last few years just because neither of us been fighting for a title or anything.
I wouldn't say that.
Awful. I mean, it's not as good as it was. It's not as. I used to hate my friends because they were just like, no, Arsenal aren't better. You don't understand. Spurs are actually good. And we had proper debates. Now we're wondering who's going to, like, finish 10th.
Yeah, but Marcus, like we didn't used to have to debate about who was better because you lot were struggling with relegation while we were winning titles.
Yeah,
So in anything, it's actually improved.
I get your point.
Like
But
the fact
since,
that
like,
now, since now you're on top six side, but back then you won the top last when we won the title, you were 14th, 15th.
yes, what times have changed, haven't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably more intense now because it's such a tight game.
Yeah.
It was
I
always
just,
a tough game, right? Whenever we went to White Hart Lane, it was always going to be a tough game, right? No matter how good we were. But it's even more now because of how much Spurs have improved as a team and as a club.
yeah.
The only thing that's missing from Spurs is a trophy cabinet.
It's also Pochettino. I hate the fact that Pochettino isn't here.
I still don't get why you got rid of him.
I know, I don't get it either. I'm just looking at the table quickly, and I know it's a Carabao Cup game, but so we have lost a game, but we're still in sixth. So only a few. Well, some people haven't played, but only a few teams have won. So the top 5 teams.
Everyone played one game at
No,
least.
some people have played 2.
Yeah, but some. Oh, I meant everyone has played at least one game.
Yeah, but so the bottom 5 and the top 5. So the top 5 have won 2 games each, and the bottom 5 have lost 2 games each. And there's a few in between, like Spurs, who have lost 1 and won 1. Spurs are 6th, so I think goal difference has got us there. So I think the Southampton game is really important for us. I know psychologically, just being in the top 6, I think is good. Psychologically.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's gonna be uh not until the first 5 games where we sort of get an idea where everyone's at, especially also when the window closes as well. Um, Obviously, I think with Arsenal is that I'll be surprised if we're still unbeaten after next week. I'll
Oh,
take
we
it.
finished above you last year.
Yeah,
Oh, we finished in 6th. I didn't realise.
yeah. You finished sixth, we finished eighth. But the only reason we got Europa League because of the FA Cup.
Oh, I feel bad for Wolves. They were right in the middle, and they were equal on points of
Yeah.
us. It was just goal difference.
So what's funny, if you didn't win your game or draw your game,
Yeah, we drew it.
yeah, if you didn't draw that game, you would have finished seventh.
Oh, they lost. If they won their last game and we drew it, they would be in the Europa League this year.
Yeah, because we would have knocked you out.
Yep.
So,
And Leicester were 5th, which is good for them, I guess.
mm. But yeah, there's half time at the minute, 0-0. Few opportunities in the game, but very, very even in terms of sort of the dominance of play. Um, I do feel there's going to be some more.
Sorry.
Um,
No, just
go-
continue what you're saying. It's the game. Never mind. I was going to
yeah,
say, we're talking about the year that Leicester won the league.
yeah,
That was a really weird season. Chelsea were 10th, Stoke were 9th, Everton weren't even in the top 10, Liverpool were 8th, West Ham were 7th, Southampton were 6th, United were 5th, which is reasonable. But it was just a weird season in general.
yeah. I mean, no one expected Chelsea to fall off the way they did.
No.
Um, but and everyone thought with Leicester it was going to be one of those. Yeah, it'll get to about January and they'll fall off.
Yeah,
Right,
and
and
Aston Villa only had 17 points at the end of the season.
yeah. So and they're another club actually. I think this season that has impressed me, and I think they'll stay up another season.
Mm.
Right, I think Aston Villa will stay up this season.
Grealish.
Yeah, and I'm surprised um, that no one else other than Man United were interested in him.
Well, Spurs were, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, but he's secret. He pretty much dragged Aston Villa to over the line. So, um, but I think with Aston Villa that they'll. I don't see any problem with them staying up another season.
Yep. I know. Sorry. You talk about the game, so.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, very few. There's been a few opportunities, but not many. Uh, Teams are just cancel it, cancel each other out. I love this. But Carabao Cup put out a statement like cannot be shown in commercial premises. For example, pubs. Well, it's 8 o'clock at night, right? And if it went to penalties, it'd be over the 10 o'clock curfew.
Well, I think actually.
Huh.
Well, okay, it might not be able to be shown, but on the website they were like, "Where can I watch this?" And one of the options was like, "What pub can I watch this in?" And why would you even? But anyway, no. So I don't think you can watch in pubs. But it's why would you put that on your website if you can't watch it in pubs?
I think that no, you could squeeze the game in, but it'd be about 15 minutes before curfew came in.
Yeah, and then people got to finish their drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh,
would you say Spurs are now a bigger fan base than Arsenal? No.
no, no. Right. End of. That's not even debatable. That is not even debatable. Right. We've got a fan base that spreads all over the world. Right. Spurs are getting there, but they are not as their fan base is nowhere near as big as ours. Nowhere near. Right. Because in
Nowhere
terms of
near.
club stature, fan base, history, everything like that, we are the third biggest club in England.
What, or is it Liverpool and United and you?
It's Liverpool at the minute because they've won one more trophy than Man United. Man United second, Arsenal third.
I think United are the biggest, just because I know they might have not have won as many trophies, but I think they are. And I think Arsenal, in my lifetime at least, I know not in the last 2 years, I think it goes United, Arsenal, Liverpool in terms of if you don't look at the stats, in my opinion. And then I'd have to say someone like Man City just because in recent years they've been so good.
Oh, I wouldn't say we're above Liverpool. No way.
Historic, well, from my opinion, and I was born like much later than you. Well, not much later, no offense, but I was born like after Arsenal won the with the Invincibles. So I was born 2006. So like I feel like Arsenal were like good at that point. So for me, at least, I think they're bigger than Liverpool.
On Instagram and Twitter. Well, I couldn't tell.
Oh, let's look at Spurs' Instagram. Instagram.
It would make sense since they weren't created till 2010, something like that.
I mean, also you've got to think about what they stand for, because people might not follow them on Instagram or Twitter because I know it's football, but like if they have like racist fans or something, people might not follow them. Unfortunately, I'm not following Arsenal on social media, but I do follow Spurs.
16.3 million.
What, Spurs or
Arsenal.
Arsenal? Right, let me look up Spurs. 8.7 million on Instagram at least for Spurs.
There you go.
Oh, that's on Instagram. I don't know about Twitter, but it's probably the same. Oh,
Yeah.
they've
You
put
said
up
him?
this like drawing of Gareth Bale.
Oh God.
No, but it looks really cool. I mean, I hate the photos that they put up, but they've got like Gareth Bale drawing with like the heart thing he does.
Look at that. You're not even half what followers than we are.
Yep.
You're just under 5 million
What on Twitter? Sorry.
on Twitter. You're nowhere near us.
What are you on Twitter? What are you Twitter wise?
What on Arsenal?
Yeah.
16.8 million.
That's like, if we combined our Twitter and our Instagram, we wouldn't be bigger than just your Twitter.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Or just your Instagram, I think, as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That shows the level, right, of fan
Yeah,
base.
18.2 on Instagram for Arsenal.
Yeah, I think that's just ended that argument.
Yep. So you're over 30
By all means,
million.
keep the questions coming in, but ignore that argument.
Oh. Oh my god.
But yeah, teams are about to come out again. But I've had to put a sanitizing station right in the dugout, like out of the tunnel. Like, make sure you sanitize your hands before you come on the pitch. My stream is better than that. Stephen, can you admit Spurs have won more trophies than Arsenal?
Yeah, no, they haven't.
Well, they haven't.
Spurs have won more trophies.
If they
Have
did,
they?
if they actually have, then I would, right? But
Who,
they
who,
haven't.
who's saying this?
Salah Sumo.
Are you
So,
a Spurs fan?
what's that?
I wonder if he's a Spurs fan or she's a
I
Spurs fan.
don't know, but if they have won more trophies, I would admit it.
I don't
Right?
think like proper trophies. They might be little trophies.
Yeah.
Oh, are they going to count the 7 community shields? Is that what it is?
Even no, you could put all your trophies put together. It's
Two
still nobody else.
two league two league titles, right?
Mm.
8 FA Cup titles, so that's 10. 4 league cups, so that's 14. 7 community shields, that's 21, one European Cups. Oh, sorry, one European Cup Winners' Cup.
Which one as well?
Yep. And then 2 UEFA Cups. So that's 24, I think. Let's look at Arsenal. Much more than that, probably just in FA Cups alone.
Yeah. Let me just have a look. Honours.
So, the club have won 13 league titles, a
Yeah.
record 14 FA Cups,
Oh.
2 League Cups, 16 FA Community Shields. That's I'm not even going to read the rest.
And a European Fairs Cup, which is an Intercities Cup, and a UEFA Cup Winners' Cup.
Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. I actually can't be bothered. So who has won more trophies?
Alisson.
So Arsenal have one more. Beating Tottenham 76 times. Okay. Wait, sorry. Oh, this is reading who's won more games. What? Oh, but you know, out of 181 games we've played against each other, you've won 76 times. But I'm not. That doesn't count draws and stuff. Don't know why I said that. How many trophies?
Anyway, games restarted. Madison with his long shot and El Neni on the ball. Arsenal trying to break. Saka will put Nelson through. Saka. Willock. Shot away is blocked. And Leicester should get this away.
What? So I was looking on Instagram. For some reason, they've put like a Mercedes F1 kit on. Like a football kit for Mercedes F1. And Ferrari, and every single team. And McLaren. And Renault. And AlphaTauri. And Racing Point. And everyone. Even Williams and Haas. Sorry if you don't like F1, but that's correct. It's hilarious.
I'd like to see that.
They've got away, home, and third kits.
Haha.
Yeah, they're great. Oh my god, they're great.
Actually, yeah, I'll check that out later. But yeah, Arsenal still on the ball. Saka down the left hand side and just gets crowded out unless they get it away. Only as far as holding. Right. I might be doing also a Q&A session at some point. Don't know when, but I'll probably let you guys know. Probably not this weekend, probably some point next week. Something like that. Where you can sort of ask questions about anything, particularly with liver disease and stuff like that. And yeah, and I'll try and answer them as best I can. But yeah, as I've shown before in my earlier comments, if you, not that one, if you can, please, anyone who's got any spare money, could you donate to Children's Liver Disease Foundation through this link? We're trying to make £1,000. We've got to £631 already. Yeah, and it's all going to a great cause. So please do what you can and go and share the link as well, right? But donate what you can. Um,
I won't do that
and
just now, but I will do it. I haven't done it yet. I
oh,
don't have that
cool.
much money to
Yeah,
spend, but I will do it. I'll give
that's
like
right.
£1 or something.
Every little helps. Every little helps. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's what his channel's about in the first place. So. Plus, anyone in the chat, please share the links for the channel. Share links for the for this video. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Because if we get to 1,000 subscribers, we can start sending donations to the
Yeah,
charity itself as
because you
the
get
channel.
money,
Yeah, because we can
and
monetize the channel.
you can also because I know you said in the last one you have, I think SteamYard costs, doesn't it? So you're gonna
Yeah,
have
at the
to
minute, just about afford it for the minute.
and then also buying £10 for an us to watch Arsenal. I think also that if we could get the channel to 1,000 subs, so you get money, you can. I don't know if you get a lot of money because there's not a lot of if you only getting
Yeah, a certain
10
chunk of
views,
that.
but at least it's something.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I
once you
mean,
get to 100k, sorry, once you get to 1k, you might start getting traction.
yeah. Um, I mean, yeah. That's the main thing I want as well. So, because that means the awareness also gets spread back all over the place. Um, Arsenal just outside the box here. El Neni, Maitland Niles tries to poke the ball through, and unfortunately, Leicester intercept. Brighton will bring it away down the right hand side, but doesn't reach Iheanacho. And first half pretty much starting as had the second one ended. Um, it could be in for a long night. I don't know. Does this go to? It doesn't go to a replay, does it? In the cup, in this cup, does it? Does it go to a penalty? Does it go to a replay?
No, I don't think so.
Not
Well,
in this. Not in this cup. I think it goes to extra time and penalties, doesn't it? Or
I think it
straight to,
just no. I think it no. I think it just goes to penalties.
just goes to penalties.
I don't. I think in the Carabao Cup it just goes to penalties. I think it goes straight to penalties. I don't think there's any. Generally, I think it just goes to penalties for some reason. I don't know why that is, but I think they changed it a few years ago.
Yeah, because the amount of games.
I
Uh,
don't know which one it is, but I don't think it's the FA Cup because I would have noticed. But I think the Carabao Cup just goes straight to penalties.
right, and then playing in rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No extra time shall be played. The winners shall be by taking penalty. So yeah, go straight to penalties if there is not a winner here in 90 minutes.
Yep, which will
And yeah,
make
Patrick just confirmed it. Go to penalties, which makes it even more tense.
yeah. Well,
Pepe,
that's good.
skill didn't quite come off there.
Pepe has not performed this year. He didn't perform last year, to be fair. He's not performing.
Um, oh, it's a bad pass by the keeper. Chowdhury comes to his rescue.
Who's keeper?
Ward just direct pass straight in front of an Arsenal player. And if it weren't for a bad touch, if he didn't actually smack it that hard, the touch would have been better from, I think it was Nelson. No, Willock. No, Nketiah, sorry. No, Nketiah. If Nketiah's touch was better because Ward didn't smack it at him so hard, it would have been an Arsenal goal. And Pepe coming through, and he's got a save. It's in. It's gone in. It's an own goal.
Oh no!
Great work by Pepe to keep with two shots and two
Well,
rebounds.
I think
Works his way
Pepe
down the right hand
will
side.
come
Saved by
good.
keeper. Like
Um, Someone
then,
just commented, I
hang
think
on.
Pepe will come good. Well, I think they've just proved that he is already quite
Yeah,
good.
and then he tries to get in the ball there, and it comes off. It comes
So you
off for
proved your point.
a goal, but it's Pepe's persistence got that gets the goal. So um, yeah, 1-0 to Arsenal. Come on,
Right, you just got it in time now, I think, because you've got a goal. Maybe you can get a few more and
I
maybe
think
one or two. I
I
don't.
think Pepe will come good. Right, but it's like we were talking about last night. Perez takes time. Bergkamp took time. Henri, who was our greatest ever goal scorer, took time. Right, even Aubameyang took a couple of games to get up to scratch. Right, these you got to give these players like like a couple of seasons, a season at least. Right, because it took Perez that long, and Perez the next year was like player of the year by the next season, despite having a massive injury back and didn't finish the season and missed the World Cup. So can't just write these players off after 3-4 games. Oh, and Arsenal really poked through by Pepe again. Leicester really need to just calm this down now and compose themselves. And for Arsenal, well, try and go for the jugular. But this should open the game up now. Now there's a goal. It should really open the game up. Be interesting how Arsenal now manage the game. Will they try and get a second, or will they try and hold it out against which is still a very strong Leicester side?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, sorry. I think I clicked something, and now I was saying something. You couldn't hear me. It doesn't matter. I forgot what I said, but
But I was just saying this should open the game up a lot more now.
no, I heard you. I just couldn't speak. Um, I think this is easy for Arsenal now. I think this is easy for them.
What do you think? What would you do as Arsenal manager now? Now you've got in this lead, would you try and go for the kill, or would you just hold station?
Mm. It's the League Cup. Have fun. Go for another. Go for another goal. Something like that. League Cup. Have fun.
Do you know what? I think a lot. I think in terms of Spurs, they need to go for any sort of thing that's got a trophy on it.
When does the Arsenal
Right?
game finish? Sorry, I'm just curious.
It's got 30 minutes left. 29.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
I'm going to finish the stream straight after because I've got my drugs kicking in. And then
Yeah.
knock this out.
Oh, do you take them like when do you take them like an hour or when do you?
They usually take an hour or two to kick in.
All right, so
Um,
you take
but
them around.
I'm quite used to them. But I have to take medicines every day, so.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
And also, you've got to have an injection every evening.
Right.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
Ah,
Yeah, I guess you're used to it.
it doesn't really, to be honest, right? Because I don't know much different. It's what I've always had to deal with from birth. So it's not really like it doesn't really affect me, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, it's either that, and plus it's either that or you end up with liver failure. So the fact that you take them in the morning and then that's it, you get on the rest of your day. So there's not much difference, to be honest. There is a snake. At, there's a snake at your back.
It might be like a bot or something.
Well, I don't live in fucking Australia. Sorry for any Australians watching, but like it'd be very surprising.
Is it a
Uh,
metaphor?
could it be? I don't know. We what age were you still when you got your illness, my girl? Well, tell her that thank you very much. It means a lot. And I was born with my illness, but it wasn't diagnosed until I was 6 weeks old. And within the space of 3 days, I was having surgery. So, hi.
Thank God
So,
you don't live in America and you have to pay for everything.
oh, they wouldn't have paid for it, mate. They wouldn't. If there is no other health system in the world where I'd be alive today.
Yeah. Well, that's
Right? It must have been man about trust me, I can run about the NHS all day long. Right, and the way it's run, because I see it day after day.
but
Right?
you wouldn't be alive.
And most of the time I can sit there with doctors who said, "Don't try it because I've been there, done it before. You lot were even in primary school." Right? But um, in the end, if it wasn't the NHS, I wouldn't be here. So, and it's just a great stories like mine. And there's so many others around the UK, right? Not just me. Where it's just an example of why the NHS is so why all countries are envious of the system we've got, and that's why when the children's ward I grew up on in the main hospital, liver specialist hospital, that I grew up on, you'd have 19 beds, and that would supply children coming from all over the world. And we're talking like places like Qatar, like Greece, Italy, like everywhere. They'd all come from everywhere, even America, to come and have treatment at that specific liver centre.
And you were
Whereas,
getting it for under the NHS.
yeah, but you see that because of our system, they want to come here to have the treatment.
Yeah.
So, and but like I said, it does. I mean, sometimes it drives. Some of the flaws they have, it just drives me up the fucking wall.
It's a bit annoying though, because obviously the hospitals don't have as much money because of it, and all of this
Yeah,
stuff. But overall, I think it is worth it. But it's just not enough funding and stuff, and it's dumb. But that's what the world is now.
yeah. Oh, William's coming on. You're such a nice. Thank you. Thank you, Brave Patrick. It means a lot. Arsenal just trying to probe around the outside the box in a minute.
I might go in like 5 minutes, by the way. But I'll be back for either the Formula One race or if they're doing that qualifying thing on Saturday.
Yeah, I'll probably see how I feel on Friday. But I think, yeah, Sunday I'll probably definitely do.
I mean, it's Russia though. I'm not sure qualifying will be that interesting. 1-2 for Mercedes, and that's it.
Well, it's been like that all season, to be honest. But what I will like to do is during that qualifying session, discuss what's come out of F1 today. I don't
What's
quite know.
happened?
I don't exactly know, but apparently Sky Sports News has said the boss has had something to say. I think it's probably something to do with the coronavirus situation. Um, see, I'll look.
And also
What I'll do is I'll
Renault
look
now,
into it
Alpine.
and I'll talk about it during the next stream
Yeah,
because
this is
obviously this
football.
one. So
Alright, I'll be up in the next few minutes. I'll just wait like till 1:15.
Kolasinac couldn't get it to Nketiah, and Leicester will bring it out again. Thomas and Iheanacho. It's been quite ineffective today. Probably hasn't got the supply he usually gets.
Oh my god.
What?
Havertz has got a hat trick.
Havertz
Havertz has got a hat trick.
against who?
He's got a hat trick now. It's 5-0
Against
for us for Chelsea.
who they're playing?
Barnsley, but it's a hat trick. Newcastle winning 6-0 against Morecambe.
Yeah, I get that, but like it is Barnsley. A
Yeah,
player that caliber, like I would expect him not to need FIFA to get a hat trick.
Liverpool winning 3-1.
Against who?
Fleetwood.
Fleetwood Town.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not surprised by I'm surprised Chelsea put such a strong side out. If
I
that,
will just check the team.
yeah, I checked the teams because that would be surprising to me if they put such a strong lineup.
So I'll go Chelsea lineup. And hopefully it will come up.
Madison's coming off for Payet.
Okay. Right, so they actually haven't got that strong a side. They've got Havertz,
Nelson
Barkley,
on for Willian.
Mount. They haven't got that strong a side. It's just that
Yeah,
I
but
think the
I'd
squad's
be
there.
surprised why would I'd be surprised why Havertz would be playing.
Maybe they just want him to get in form. Werner's not playing.
Yeah, but
Just get form.
you're not going to get much form out of a Barnsley team. No offense to any Barnsley fans, but
It's confidence. Scoring a hat trick's good.
yeah, yeah, I see your point on that one. But then there's always a risk of injury, especially when you're playing lower league sides who are not very good at tackling.
Just before I go, I just have a quick question. Do you think that Harry Kane could get the most assists this season after getting 4 last weekend? And do you think they'll purposely play him in a position where he can get more assists?
A lot of, I think even England are playing in that sort of way as well. I noticed that during the World Cup they sort of tried to do that with him. It could do. If he stays fit, I can see him definitely be playing that role for Bale and Son because he's sure against Southampton, especially since Southampton played such a. What didn't help with Southampton, they played such a suicidal high line,
Yeah.
right? And that was just asking for trouble.
Well,
Yeah, so, but if that's what's working for them and that's the best way to play them, I can't see why Kane can't get. Um, I can't see why Kane
he
can't get
got
them.
most assists. I think. Sorry, not I think. Who was the last player to get both the Golden Boot, not in the same season, but a Golden Boot and a golden assist, whatever it is? Because I think that's very few players who have got that. I don't know, but I'm guessing, and I think that's why Harry Kane will go down as not one of the greatest, but
I
one
think
of the
on
best players in at least
oh,
this period of time.
off the line of the defender. Oh, and Ketia tried to lift it over the keeper, and as it came back down, the defender managed to, as he's running back, head it away. But yeah, I think Henri in 03 and 04 was, I think he was definitely, sorry, there was a fly there. It was definitely, I think, the most goal scorers that season. And he had 30 assists, I
Wait,
think.
that what in the season?
Henri, he had a lot
Crazy.
of assists that season as well.
Okay, well, okay, fine, but I mean, it's a very rare thing to have. And yes, Henri might have had it, but I think it's incredible that
Like,
Harry
yeah,
Kane might get that.
I might
Um,
be wrong, but
it doesn't take it away from him, I don't think. Still an amazing achievement. I'm gonna go just in a sec after you've told me about the Henri thing, because I've got school tomorrow, so I don't want to be tired.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We've got a little bit of homework to do, so. And also it's Arsenal, so I don't really wanna. Well, I'm not too interested if they win or lose.
Stats 0304. No, I'm wrong on that one. So, nah, he only got 30 goals. So,
That's a lot of
um,
goals.
assists were about 9.
What about 04, 05? Might have been that year.
That's when he started declining. To be honest, we do
Alright,
it
well,
good that season.
has anyone got the golden boot and the most assists in one Premier League season? Thierry Henry did get one. He's got a record for most assists in a season, which is 20.
Okay.
So he's got the record for the most assists in a season, which means he must have got the most assists. He must have got the most assists, like at one point, and then he got a goal at some point. It might not be in the same season, but he would have got it. He would have got both of them.
Got the golden boot in 0304.
Yeah, so he's got both of them. So yeah, he would be the last player to do what I said.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna go now. But
Yeah, thanks for coming on, mate.
I'll see you another time. Bye.
Yeah, see you another time. Take care. So yeah, 12 minutes to go in this game. Arsenal 1-0 up. Unless Leicester could pull something out of the bag, it looks like Arsenal will be going through to the 5th round of the Carabao Cup. On what's been a very quiet afternoon by both sides, to be honest. So all played forward. Arsenal headed away for a throw. Do you think Leicester will get a comeback? Leave it in the thoughts below. In the chat. Let us know in the chat if you think Leicester can get back into this. And if they do, it will probably more likely mean there'll be penalties. Or Brighton down the right hand side. David Luiz gets it away for a corner. Oh no. Saved by Saka. And Willian catches Chowdhury for a free kick just outside the Arsenal box. Stick. Oh, it's just wide. Leicester should be 1-1 on that one. Clear header. Should be scoring from that. Come on, Arsenal. See this out. 9 minutes. Come on. Headed away. Leicester will come back at Arsenal though. Chowdhury, ball in the box. David Luiz try and heads it away. And Arsenal will bring it away. Still. Wow. It's like Leicester struggling to get back in this. Pepe. Maitland Niles. Back to Louise. Kolasinac. Breaks down in the middle again. Leicester on the ball now. And I believe there's someone else on the. Hello? Hello, I can't hear you. Hi. Hello? Okay. Hopefully, he can sort his mic out and come back on. Yeah, Arsenal with a throw in. But it's not been the greatest of performances by either side, to be honest. But it's Arsenal getting on and doing the business. Let's see if this works this time. Hello. If, you need to sort the microphone out. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Hello? Can't hear you. Can't. Try coming back out and back in again. If you can hear me, but I can't hear him. Technology never works when you need to. 2 minutes before stoppages now, and he's looking desperate for Leicester in terms of getting in back in this game. I doubt they will, actually, to be honest. Right, let's see if it works this time. Hello? The microphone's not working. Have you got headphones? Got headphones? I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. You got no microphone. I can't hear you. Hmm. Anyway, Arsenal on the ball now with 30 seconds of normal time left. Ball forward to Pepe. Bellerin. Bellerin through. Arsenal to finish it. And it's in. That's it. Arsenal in. Arsenal are through. 2-0. Come on. That's what we want to see. Get in there. 2-0 to the Arsenal. 2 to the good. Great strike by Bellerin into the box. Right. And then Nketiah's strength overpowering Marty. Puts it in the net. Hello. No, it's not. It's not working. Your microphone's not working. No. Can hear the background. Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes didn't quite get how much stoppage time, but there we go. Nah, I mean everything's working on my end, so no, I don't know what I can do. You got headphones with a microphone on. Anyway, there's 2 minutes of stoppage played now. Game's over now, to be honest. But Leicester coming forward. But yeah, like I said, it's been not the greatest of games by both sides. Right, tough battle in the end. But in the end, final whistle goes, and Arsenal progress to the fifth round of the Carabao Cup, beating Leicester 2-0 at the King Power. With an own goal by Fuchs in the 57th minute, and then Nketiah, with the second goal in the 90th minute to seal Arsenal's place in the fifth round and keep the winning mentality and momentum going. So, but yeah, as for me, that's the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy it as always. I'll be back on the weekend with the qualifying watch along. Well, actually, qualifying watch along will depend how I feel on Friday. On Sunday, we'll definitely be doing the Grand Prix race watch along. So keep your eyes peeled for that and join us for that. And yeah, but another successful night for Arsenal. And yeah, up the Arsenal, come on, right? But until then, everyone take care, stay safe, stay well, right? And I'll speak to you guys.